As we go on the air at noon, we bring you breaking news out of St. Genevieve. Police tell us a person is in custody in connection with a domestic situation. We're told there are 3 gunshot victims. 2 of the victims are in critical condition. This happened inside a home on Market Street. Again, this is in St. Genevieve. We have a crew on the scene. We'll have much more as we get it on KSDK.com. Weather is topping the news at noon. Here's a live look outside at Belleville. We've gotten some much needed rain, and there's a chance spotty rain will continue into the night. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Let's go right to meteorologist Jim Castillo. He has more on the Weather First forecast.
Yeah, hi Kay. So I've seen amounts about a ½ an inch to an inch of rain on average across the area. Now we're just seeing areas of drizzle and also sprinkles. And then spot shower can't be ruled out this afternoon and early evening. Here's an area of low pressure, still has yet to get through here. Nice southerly wind. And we're going to be in the 50s for those high temperatures, even with all the cloud cover and the wet ground and the moisture out there. So the Weather First Doppler radar, you can barely see it, but it is picking up just a few showers, and most of them right around Warrenton and also western St. Charles County and into the Herman area. You can see those showers out to the west. So you can't rule out a shower or areas of drizzle. Otherwise, you get mostly cloudy sky throughout most of the day today. And of course, those temperatures, 40s around Pittsfield, but mid-50s in St. Louis, and maybe even close to 60 down in our southern counties. And that spot shower chance will continue. So 54 right now. It's pretty mild out there, and that's above average temperature-wise. South-southwest wind at 11 miles an hour. Now, there is another chance of rain in here as we get into Saturday evening. I'll time that out and have the amounts for you coming up, okay?
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. Developing today on Capitol Hill, the House has voted to expel Congressman George Santos. It comes after a critical report from the Ethics Committee on his conduct that includes converting campaign donations for his own use. The first-term Republican from New York is just the 6th member of the House to be ousted by colleagues. Of the previous expulsions, 3 were for disloyalty to the Union during the Civil War, and 2 were for being convicted of crimes in federal court. Sandra Day O'Connor has died. She was the first woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. She was 93. O'Connor was nominated to the highest court in 1981 by President Ronald Reagan. She retired in 2006, and in 2018, she announced she'd been diagnosed with the beginning stages of dementia. Right now, the St. Louis Board of Aldermen taking on a final vote on a bill that would freeze property taxes for some seniors in the city. Nearly 7,000 residents 62 and older would qualify. Those who apply to the city assessor's office could save between $50 and $100 a year. We'll have results of the vote at 5 on your side at 5, 6, and at 4 o'clock as well. We continue our coverage of a very disturbing case out of Defiance. A 20-year-old Indian man was rescued Wednesday at a home, and 3 men were charged with multiple counts of extreme abuse, starvation, and human trafficking. This is exclusive video that you just saw. One of the men charged in the case was arrested several days ago. Investigators say he promised to sponsor the victim, who is his cousin. The victim was also told he would attend university here. Instead, he was locked in one of 3 houses almost constantly. This case came to light when someone saw the victim at a restaurant and noticed something wasn't right. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon has information about what led police to that home.
Only 5 on your side is there as police take 37-year-old Venkatesh Reddy Saturu into custody. He's considered the ringleader in a brutal human trafficking case out of Defiance. He, along with these men, 27-year-old Nikhil Pinmatsa and 23-year-old Sarben Penumecha, now accused of horrifying crimes.
They beat him. They beat him with their fist. They stomped on him. They kicked him. They beat him with a electrical wiring that they had put together in order to beat him. They beat him with PVC pipes. They forced him to sleep in the basement, of unfinished basement. They starved him.
The 20-year-old victim came to St. Charles County from India on a student visa under the impression he'd attend college. Instead, he was held captive and forced to work for free while being given very limited food. According to documents we obtained, the victim was locked in an unfinished basement and had to plead to be let out. The victim was observed trembling uncontrollably, heavily scarred and swollen, with bruises covering all parts of his body, from his hairline to his feet.
So Sataru would actually sometimes call the other two defendants in this case and have him beat him over a live feed to him so that he could watch it. And if he didn't hear the guy, our victim, in screaming in enough pain, he would have him beat him harder.
The victim never went to police. He was told if he said a word, his family in India would be killed. Now he's safe and on the road to recovery.
We took him to the hospital where he is confined as we speak now. He's still hospitalized from his injuries. He has numerous broken bones in his hands, in his fingers, in his toes, broken ribs, broken nose.
Court documents suggest the suspects are wealthy. The ringleader has an IT company and is believed to have major political connections overseas. One website describes him as a warrior with what the U.S. Library of Congress describes as a centrist nationalist political party. The site says Sataru formed and runs a task force to protect people from a previous Indian regime. We'll continue to follow this story as the investigation unfolds. When we're not on air, you can access updates through the 5 on Your Side app and at ksdk.com. The truce between Israel and Hamas is over. Israeli fighter jets have resumed hitting targets in the Gaza Strip. Today, Israel dropped leaflets over parts of southern Gaza, urging people to leave their homes. In Israel, sirens warned of incoming rockets, a sign that militants also restarted attacks. Qatar says negotiations are still trying to reach an agreement on restarting that ceasefire. Still ahead, a local university struggling, the moves being made at Fontbonne to cut costs. Plus, a positive impact on the downtown economy, the company adding jobs to the area. And a reminder before we go to break, you can help make the holidays a little happier for a child in foster care. We're teaming up with the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition for the Little Wishes campaign. You can purchase a gift online or attend the in-person shopping day. It's tomorrow at Circle of Knowledge in Sunset Hills. Visit ksdk.com/littlewishes for more information.